in the name of love before you break my heart. What's good? It's the Different Breed Podcast. I know y'all fucking heard me. I ain't a singer. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, your gracious host. I'm here with Brady Baby. Yeah.
The gunshots.
Oh shit, we shooting up in this bitch. Yeah. Getting violent on the Miami streets. Yeah. It's me, it's your other host. I am the Outsiider, aka Mr. Lavender. It's a early Monday show that we're doing outside of Tuesday. You know, it's the holiday weekend, so we gotta kind of be flexible, but we're here. I think what I'll do for the Tuesday people, I'll still air the episode tomorrow. So I'll try and get it up for y'all guys on replay. So it won't be live, but y'all be able to see it again. So welcome to the show. It's I guess it's been a hell of a weekend. It's been a hell of a weekend for me. I don't know about you.
Oh, but you keep catching me off guard with these intros.
Bro, listen. If we get formulaic in that response, I mean, do we bore people to death, or do we get the blood pumping as soon as the show's going? You know what I'm saying? Shit.
We could do it like a wrestling entrance.
Shit. And it's
Break
your wonderful host. It's your boy. And he's lighting up the fucking crowd. Everybody duck. Yeah, shit. But I'll tell you what, like I said, I had a fucking kind of jam-packed weekend dealing with some shit. But we here. We made it in one piece. It's the holiday weekend. We'll have a little holiday show. Oh, shit. I just forgot. I made some backgrounds that were holiday colors. I really should put them up, shouldn't I?
Yeah, do it.
I can't do it now, but I'll definitely do it at least for December. Shit. Anyways, man, listen. Like I said, this fucking weekend I've had a lot going on. I can't speak on all of it. How about yourself? How about you and your girl? How you been this weekend, bro?
I had a good laid-back weekend. I think the only thing that really stood out was I went to a watch party for Inter Miami down at La Tropical in Wynwood. So the first time I ever going there. It's really nice. I didn't even know that La Tropical was the first Cuban distillery that was made in Miami in the 1800s.
When?
Yeah. In the 1800s, you heard me.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty dope. And then the vibe was always good down in Miami.
I seen the pictures of one of the drinks you used. What the fuck was you out there drinking? Because that motherfucker looked good.
It's called a chelada. So basically, it's any Mexican beer. It could be Corona if you want, but mainly its most common is with Modelo. But basically, it's Modelo with tahini around the rim, or you can have it put in there if you want. But yeah, it's spicy, but it's really good.
Oh, okay, shit. I had to come down and check that motherfucker out, especially after fucking winning this weekend. Yeah, your boy done fucking. I'm gonna have a victory lap like a motherfucker this week. I can tell you that much.
Oh, yes. We gotta set something up.
Yeah. Speaking of those victories, I can tell you right now, I didn't expect to walk away this weekend as a winner, but I think I was able to figure some shit out. I didn't expect shit. So when I checked that shit this morning, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? So I can tell you that much.
Your heart skipped a beat when you looked at your bank account.
Bitch, man, I've seen that fucking. I was thrown off because you see the number in the corner on the Hard Rock app, and I was like, I seen some other shit. I was like, nigga, that ain't what I left in the account. I said, excuse the fuck out of me. But yeah, shit. At least I can say I felt like that at least once in a lifetime. So it's been all right. But yeah, man, fucking sports this weekend. What the fuck is going on with the NBA, bro?
Well, real quick, you know what I was gonna say? Mm-hmm. I forget that little kid from New Jersey. Where this is the perfect time to play this soundbite where he was like, God is good. God is good all the time. God is good.
I spent a couple hours looking for the soundbite of fucking the old Jamaican man that says Lord of Mercy, and I couldn't find that motherfucker. And I was like, it's off an album. I would have to ask my pops or like go through old fucking music, but I was looking for that motherfucker because I know that shit ain't on the internet like it should be. I'm gonna find it, dog. I'm gonna find it. But yeah, bro, fucking basketball this weekend. Let me ask you something. You seen the John Clay fucking beef?
Yeah, but is it just like tensions are like getting high during the game, or like I didn't get all that.
Nigga, that was the end of the
Like
game,
the dude's like almost 40, like fighting with a 22-year-old. Didn't make any sense.
bro. Clay is not. Wait, Clay ain't fucking 40.
Yeah, Google it. He's pushing it.
They ain't, bro. Clay is not fucking 40. I know he's
He's
probably
close to.
like
I didn't say he was 40. He's close. I just do that. Like whenever I can't figure out somebody's like exact age, I just round it off.
he's got to be like our age, like mid-30s or some shit. I know he can't be that old. His little goofy ass. I know he's fucking mad because I know Jay probably John probably got in his face and said something about Megan because everybody's been
That's what I was
riding
about to
Clay.
say. Like he got up right in front of her and be like, "Yeah, booty smells like strawberries."
Cheetos. He's only 35.
Yeah, like I said, round it off. He's almost 40.
No, I was dying when I seen the clip and then his interview after. You see, I know you had to see that.
Well, the only thing I saw was like the clip where he said, "Oh yeah, well, like it's kind of funny, like Jaw's getting my face because he doesn't take accountability."
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Oh, you didn't see
I
the
don't know if
whole
you're talking.
thing, or
No. What did he say?
man? He said he doesn't take accountability, and then he also said, "Oh gosh, he has nothing intellectually smart to say or some shit like." Bro, he was up there being spicy. I mean, he was being a little extra. I was like, this this is giving like Carmelo Anthony fucking what's his name vibes. Uh Kevin Garnett vibes. I don't know if you remember that back in the day.
Yeah, with Lala. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what this is giving.
But are you just like going ahead and saying that like that's what they were talking about was just
But
about Megan?
that's what I feel like. I'm like, because like I said, everybody's been riding him everybody's been riding him since he got together with Megan. So it's been this weird trend. So it's like one person get in your face, and mind you, they're not even playing. It's like you get fucking mad. It's like, bro, what kind of time are you on? Like, are you okay? Like,
You know what random thing just ran through my head?
what's that?
You know who Megan the Stallion's ex-boyfriend is?
Are
And
we speaking specifically of like Tory or like?
no. He's from Memphis.
Oh, 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 oh.
You're doing the sound. You're doing the sound. It's Moneybag Yo.
Oh, well, I
So
mean,
what I'm getting at is he probably knows something that he doesn't know. So he was probably like chirping in his ear about it.
damn. My thing is, you don't have to really say nothing to Clay. He's his own worst enemy. And they can't find a basket to save his life.
Motherfucker, you look like Patrick with a drop fade.
Yeah, listen, all I got to say is I don't know what kind of rut this boy is in. I don't necessarily want to blame Meg, but he ain't been right in a while. And if you say the common denominator, what's up with basketball players and women? As soon as they get with somebody, it seems like they change into a whole different person. It's been a common trend that is for the worst. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it like every topic like for the past like few weeks. So I get what you're saying, but at the same time, how much is that is like them going after them? It ain't the other way around.
I don't. Who you think would have made the first move, Clay or fucking Meg?
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. I mean, I don't know Clay like that, but he gives off the vibe like he just sits there in the corner. He's like, like waiting for you see my teeth.
I'm trying not to be fucked up in my head, but I'm gonna say it. He seemed like the type of motherfucker that like to pull out her chair every date.
I mean,
Oh yeah, he seemed like the extra soft. I did, like I said, man. I just feel like a lot of these dudes out here, like you get caught up with these chicks, and it's like they change you in for the fucking worse, you know. So it's like, all right, if you're gonna be on that kind of time, more power to you. in
hey, but I want to be on that red carpet. That he didn't pick like a bad chick.
Nah, he ain't shit. I be following around with my little fucking ladder and step stool, nigga. Shit, I ain't complaining. But not to mention, bro, you already got your championships. All you got to do is really bench ride, get you a nice little contract, you know, take your little girl out on her dates, pull out a chair, open up the door, you know, basic shit. At any rate, the sadder half of NBA, you seen the Chris Paul retirement?
Yeah. Quick question though, like, didn't he already like come out like 2 months ago and say that he was like planning on doing this? But this is the time, like, first, wow, this is the first time he actually came out publicly and said that he was gonna go through with it.
Yeah, I think he was. I don't know if he was like waiting on some kind of confirmation behind the scenes. So it kind of, I don't know, like it kind of threw me off because I thought the same thing. I was like, I could have swore he had announced something earlier, and then I couldn't really find too much. But
Well, needless to say, like he if you know this is being his last year, I do like how the fact like he was able to go back to LA and like do it. Because if you were like on some like random team that like is either mediocre or just like floating to get by, like let's say like the Jazz or something, like this wouldn't like pull off as much. But I like the fact that like he's ending with LA, even though he didn't start out with LA, he was with New Orleans. But
yeah,
I think either way, I could have like New Orleans or LA, but LA's got a better chance of like going deep in the playoffs than obviously the Pelicans. So I mean, I would have picked LA if I were him.
yeah. I don't like how LA started their year. They fucking racked up a lot of injuries, which is kind of weird. On the flip
I could
note,
thank the I could thank the Clippers for Norman Powell though. He's out there balling.
You are not
And to be
fucking
honest with
lying.
you, I'm kind of scared about Tyler Hero coming back. But I hope Spo works his magic to where like they can like our top scorer right now and who's been our top scorer, like how they can like I don't know figure that out. I'm not saying they're gonna like be beefing or anything, but how that like that offense is gonna work.
The way I see it, if he doesn't pick up where we think he should be, he still looks like a decent trade piece. So we're not in a bad position at all,
Yeah,
really.
I mean the
It would
only thing that
suck though.
drives me nuts about Tyler is like I don't know. You tell me what you think. I think he tries sometimes too hard to be like a Stephen Curry try hard. Like he's trying to shoot from like
A little
anywhere in the
bit,
gym.
a little bit.
He can shoot the lights out, but like dude, like please, we don't need to be doing this. Come on, like follow through with the set. Oh no, he's jacking up a shot from damn near half court.
Bro, I feel like that's a 75-25. Like 75% of the time he's on point, 25% he's like, nah, buddy. I think you're pushing it. I think you're
Yeah.
pushing it. Like somebody told you in your ear that you was the number one option after Jimmy left, and at the time you definitely did look like it, but you keep pushing it, and it's like we got some other pieces here. Let them rock.
But speaking about like going back to Chris Paul and speaking about hypotheticals, like I would like to see like Chris Paul like end it with the ring. I don't know if it'll do it like with the Clippers, but like
Clippers,
what if
okay.
the NBA what if they like the NBA didn't veto the trade back in the day with him and the Lakers and he would have played with Kobe?
Shit, he would have
Oh my gosh.
definitely. And then at that time too, knowing what they ended up getting, I see. I wonder because how would that trade have affected other future trades? You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because I mean, does Paul Gasol still land there? They drafted Bynum, didn't they, or did they trade for him?
Say that again.
Andrew Bynum, did they trade for him or did they draft him? Because I'm trying to.
I'm pretty sure the Lakers. I think the Lakers drafted Bynum, as I know he got traded later in his career to Philly, and that didn't work out. What are you looking it up?
Yeah, just kind of because that question. I know me and my brother had that question. Because my brother's a fucking big ass Kobe fan. My brother and my mother. Um, it had came up like we had talked about it once before, and I couldn't remember. Yeah, he was drafted by the Lakers.
He was drafted by the Lakers.
Yeah, he was
Bynum.
drafted by Andrew
All right, yeah.
Bynum.
So
Yeah.
then I think it was right.
So if you're thinking about that time frame, I mean, you would have had fucking you could have potentially had fucking a half decent center for a few years. Fucking Paul, Kobe. I mean, he probably would have had a ring. More than likely would have had a
Yeah.
ring. More than likely would have had a ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have fucking had a ring. I'm thinking about that team, that squad too, that fucking won it. Fucking Meta World Peace. Yeah, they would have been some assholes. They would have been all right, but most definitely. I don't know, man. I'd wish he'd had his flowers in the form of a ring earlier. I'm sorry. My damn phone just fucking with me. I wish he would have had his flowers in the form of a ring, but still, I'm honestly surprised he didn't call retirement after he left San Antonio.
Well, yeah, that, but like, I don't know. That, in my opinion, I don't know, but it was like way too soon. I think after like he was done with LA the first time, and then I think he got traded, or like he was something or other. I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to Google it. But when he went to Oklahoma City during the bubble,
Yeah,
I think like 2019 should have been his last year. Because you look after that, like he's bounced around a bunch of different teams.
yeah. That
You know,
whole
and then like you're doing that whole thing where like now you're like a journeyman player. Like you do 1 year and then you jump to another team, then another team, then another team, and then like you look at like your career, like okay, hey, like where am I at right now? Should I keep going and like doing this, or like what's like my legacy? Is like do I leave it just with like the Clippers, or like do I try to like get a contract where I'm not like invested into it as much, and I go to win a championship? I don't know. When you're in that point in your career, like I don't mind doing that, but I know. I mean, I don't know, but I see too many like guys like do that to just paper chase versus like going after a championship, which I ain't mad at him for. But I don't know. When you're in that stage of your career, I mean, like I don't know. I'll get your opinion, but like when you're from like 20 to 30, yeah, like get as much as you can. But like if you're at the point where like you haven't won the championship yet, like fuck all that money and try to like go get a championship.
I think
Do a vet minimum and go to the lake. I'm just saying it's like if the Lakers were like in it right now, but you get what I'm trying to get at.
Oh yeah, I think if you're in your early 20s to like mid to late 20s, like 27, from whatever year you land in the league all the way up to 27, if you're not on a team that's a real contender, like yeah, I'm talking like top 6 power rankings, especially on your coast. I would advise those players don't ask for max. Like you could ask for a lot, but don't ask for max, because then the team has no way of pulling niggas around you. You see what I'm saying?
Like as we're talking about this, I'm thinking about Trae Young. Like he's getting like stupid amount of money with like all the max contract he's getting with Atlanta, but like Atlanta's not going anywhere.
Exactly, and that's like Atlanta's not going anywhere because they couldn't find anybody, because nigga, you didn't ate up so much fucking money. And then look at Atlanta. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Atlanta as a city and a state does have money, but it's like, bro, it's not one of these super fucking prime time areas. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck were you expecting going there and being the biggest fish in a fucking fishbowl? Yeah. Like now you bottom feeding.
I think we talked about it a month ago, but like the whole rumor that he may go to Dallas if like this opportunity opens up. Boy, if he goes to play with Kyrie and them, oof.
I don't think I might have said it back then. I don't think I like that combination. and then
I
Dallas
do.
somehow looks even fucking worse. And how do they manage to make they? I don't know how they making fucking Cooper Flag. He's struggling. Have you watched him?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's a rookie. I expect him to like go through that. But like, where would you at? What else would you see him go?
That's the fucking problem.
He's not going to New York.
No, the big teams right now are established and they're like set in a good way. You know, the big primetime locations that are pulling money. I don't. That's a huge problematic like thing. I really don't know. I really don't like. I mean, I see he can make some good like partnerships with a few play styles, but
What about Boston?
nah, I don't foresee him working out in Boston because Boston really runs off a particular style of system. Um, I don't think he would gel to their play style. Does that make sense?
Why? Because he's catch and shoot.
Yeah, it's more than that. I just feel like maybe he would kind of butt heads. Like I don't know. Like he's a primary personality, if that makes sense. You know. I mean, I know he does know when to bite his tongue, but like you see him getting like micro feuds, and the kind of personality that would do some shit like that is definitely on star time. You know what I mean, mentality wise. And it's like you're gonna be there with Tatum and fucking what's his name, Jalen.
Oh, if he wants to get out of Atlanta, he's got to go. He's got to have to mesh with like other guys. I mean, like it's a 2-3 superstar team. So the only place where I think he like where they're a decent team in a small market, I think he would like fit with a Magic.
Yeah, he might actually work. Yeah, he could work on Magic. And Magic got money too. They've always had money. I mean, their ownership might be stingy, but that's a different story.
I doubt that. They're co-owned by Disney. I don't think money is a problem.
No, money's not a problem, but your owner still gotta be willing to pay that shit. So I mean, yeah, he could do it. He might actually gel with those guys there too. So whole light skin.
Oh wow, you went there. You went there. You went there.
Whole light skin actor. Let me stop. I don't know. I think he could pull it off there. I don't know how much they would like that in terms of like their team makeup and stuff. I would really have to sit there and think about it, but I think he could. He probably could.
Bonchero, the Wagner brothers, him, Bane, Jonathan Isaac when he's healthy. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. I ain't fucking. I'm like I said, I don't not see it. I know they would be a motherfucker to go through at that point because it's like, oh
yeah.
shit. Now we really have to look at fucking. And Magic is like they have their start out again, isn't he? With some shoulder shit or something.
Yeah, but it'll be all right. It's only like 2 months. If you're doing decent before the All-Star break, you ain't got nothing to worry about going into the postseason.
True. Yeah. So I don't know. They'll be interesting to watch once they everybody's healthy and they get their little shit back together, you know. So it was definitely I think most of the games. Did you watch the Russ and Denver battle?
And then
Nah, you didn't. I only seen the highlights. I give it up to him. I mean, Jokic, I think he pulled like 20 something points in like the fourth quarter by himself or something crazy. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less from Jokic. He's a unicorn.
Yeah, it's fucking magical. I was definitely surprised because I was like, oh, I should have actually sprinkled little coins on that game, but that's besides the point. Water under the bridge. I know there's a couple of games that are coming up that I'm be more interested in when they get here. Like tonight is fucking Cleveland and the Raptors. You got to keep my eye on that.
I have something to bring up that we didn't that we didn't have as a topic.
What's that?
Who do you think Steph Curry's going to land a shoe deal with? Like he keeps taunting Nike shoes. So what is he trying to like get Nike to bite?
I think so. And Nike got the money. Nike 100% has the money. They will. I think they'll give him a medium sized deal because yeah, he is kind of up there in age himself.
If he wants money and you want to like make it like the style how you want for your brand, you know where he goes?
Mm-hmm. What's that? You thinking he'll pull Adidas? I don't.
If he wants to do that for his brand, yeah, that's a perfect place to go. I mean, I'm not a like. I mean, I always wear Adidas, but that's one of the things like why I like athletes like going to them is because like they create what they want to do with their brand. As for Nike, what's the main reason why like most people go to Nike?
Money.
No,
I would think it's fucking money.
Nike is more about who's on the brand versus you. So what I'm trying to get at is like, all right, when Luca got his signature to shoe, he was wearing other Jordan, like the model shoe for Jordan for
Mm-hmm.
that year. He was wearing them. He wasn't wearing a Luca shoe. Jason Tatum, same exact thing. The only people that have really gotten shoes like right off the bat, like to how they want them made, are very select people. Braun and KD. You get where I'm going?
Yeah.
Everybody has to work their way up before like they get like their own brand. You get what I'm saying? If he goes to Adidas, it's just right off the rip. You don't have
Oh
to
yeah.
worry about like building other shoes. And like my thing is like I want my own creativity. I don't want to have to wear like another shoe that somebody else is wearing. Like if you want my shoe to be a Dylan Brady basketball shoe. All right, yeah. Let me work and let me create my shoe. Not like hey, I'm wearing Ian's shoe, and Ian's on Nike. You know, I love Ian to death, but like I want my shoe at some point. I
Absolutely.
don't have to like show that I have to work for it for 5 years and then get my own shoe.
I feel you because that's one of those things, and that's why I kind of question: is he still standing on morals? Because his big thing was being Christian, and some of the stuff that wording that he wanted on his shoe originally was a major thing. Do you think some of that stuff is still going to stand in terms of like?
I mean, I don't know. Where I'm wow, I can't even talk. Where I'm coming from is like if I'm an athlete, going back to like what I just said, I'm going just based off of that. But you also like you picked a brand that is like more based off of football. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about Under Armour. So you have to like look at that as a whole. Like okay, Adidas is hold on my bad. Adidas is everything: soccer, basketball, football, baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nike, same exact thing. But what did like Nike like like start like deprived on when they first like blew up was basketball. So I don't see why he shouldn't go to Nike. But like I just want like for him to continue his brand. I would like to see him. I'm saying this like I'm like a Nike or I mean an Adidas rep, but I would like to see him go to Adidas. And that answered your question.
I feel like he could pull. Granted, I feel like Nike could pull because I think they would play more ball with him in terms of like what he wants to do. Because if you think that he's gonna not fit in the same realm as KD or LeBron when he gets there, you as a representative trying to get him signed on would be fucking nuts.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I wish, I mean, I hope that that's what they're trying to do. If that is like what's going on, but like, if he's being told otherwise, don't do it.
Well, I'm pretty sure just like how the details came out on the first one when he signed with Under Armour. If he doesn't land with Nike, I'm pretty sure the details on why would come out this time too. So we would know exactly why and how they fucked up, which would again would be fucking wow. Like how you fuck up a star player like this not once but twice.
He's got his girl putting him out there, and now he loses his shoe. Steph, no matter what Steph does,
Bro,
no matter what Steph does,
yo,
he's he's always getting thrown out there.
hey, do you know the level of disrespect? If I was Nike, listen to me. If I was Nike, let me tell you something. If I was Nike and I didn't land Steph Curry the next day, I would announce a rainbow shoe and call it the 6'9", and I would have this motherfucker promoting it in a commercial. Yeah, shots fired. Fuck that bitch. Nike wouldn't be that spicy, but I how many people do you think will buy the shoe?
You really go in there. You're trying to create controversy.
No, I definitely, like I said, I don't foresee them not landing them, but I mean, I would be surprised if they didn't. It kind of would blow me away.
Just do this. Just make sure that like his shoe does not fit and feel like a damn boot like the rest of the Nike shoes.
You know, yeah, that's a true enough statement. Fucking, both my recent shoe buys have been fucking Nike, and one of them was tight as all hell.
Make sure they're lightweight and durable, and like you're quick on your feet. Because like a lot of their shoes are like boots, in my opinion, at least.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Yeah, at any rate. So what else has been up for fucking sports this week? Have you been how many of the games were you able to see yesterday? Because I know you was at the intern thing.
Oh, you mean you're talking about Inter Miami?
Yeah, the Inter Miami.
But I caught more of the headlines and everything. But like I feel like Shador will like never get his flowers. And like I feel like at some point there's gonna be like a 30 for 30 or like some special, and it opens up about like at the beginning of, I mean like his rookie year, because like I don't understand why this man like never gets credit. I mean, granted, like the Browns are still the Browns. They did win the game yesterday, but if what I'm trying to get at, did you see like the video from like when they're in the locker room?
No, I didn't see all of that. So I saw his interviews. Granted, like I said, I was dealing with shit on Sunday, but
so basically, like Stefanski was going around the room, and he was like, "Oh yeah, how about our defensive line?" And, like he's holding the ball. "Oh hey, how about our defensive line? We got 10 sacks. Woo! Yeah. All right, yeah. How about the special teams? The kick returner did this. Woo! Yeah. All right, offense. We played like crap here and there, but we pulled everything together." Like you're subliminally like dissing your quarterback right in front of your his face.
Yeah,
and then hold on. You know who he gave the game ball to? It wasn't Shador. It just like okay, even if like in your opinion you're the coach and you feel like Shador played like mediocre. I mean, just enough to get by. Like buddy, he's like 22, 23. You know what that means? To, like get your first one as a quarterback. He gave him the fucking ball. But no, you know who he gave it to? He gave it to Myles Garrett.
Which like it's fucked up. Myles Garrett, when he's seen Shador make that pass during the game, the way he turned it was like, oh shit, I think we have a motherfucker that can actually throw a ball from one.
I saw that.
Like the level of disrespect he keeps giving him, which it makes me go back to my point. It's like, what? How?
But real quick, I don't know how much this is like still like biased because of his dad, but like for fuck's sake, dude, like get over it. Come on, man. Like Dion hasn't played ball in like damn near 20 years. Like give it up.
How does Kevin Stefanski still have a job?
Okay, what were you gonna say?
Kevin Stefanski, how does he still have a job? Because when you look at the Browns' record since his tenure there, it's not impressive. It's really not.
Well, I think the Browns as a whole. I mean, I've got no room to talk because, like, we've gone through like 100 quarterbacks since like Marino left. But like, to go through like every year where you go through a coach, a quarterback, a coach, a quarterback, a coach, a quarterback. Like, at any point, is like the GM got to be let go with that team. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm like.
And then ownership's like, yeah, we got to clean house like completely, and like stick to this. Like they need full reset, right? Decide what they're gonna do with like Dylan Gabriel and Shador. But clean house with like their coach, their GM, like everything in between, and like really like go out there and get like somebody that like will put them in contention.
Oh, bro, I like just some of the stats from this last game that they brought up kind of made me like think about, and even it was even before this game. It was some shit talking about during Stefanski's fucking like tenure. Like this man does not have a winning record there, and I understand they've gone through a lot with their quarterbacks and shit.
Well, but that's what I'm going at with like just here recently. They had Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson only won like 5 games in like 3.5 years, I think. That's what I'm getting at. Like, what when does this become more of a coaching and quarterback thing than it needs to be the GM?
I at some point, the fingers get pointed around enough, and it's coming. It's got to be coming back around to him at some point. When you can't even attribute success to him, buddy, the chopping block is screaming your name at that point, because it's like we don't necessarily need you here if you're not attributed to the fucking success. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, if you're now stifling success, then it's like because
Well, I tell you what they should do. We'll give you McDaniel.
I don't think I want him here, because some of the statistics that people was putting out, like they haven't had over.
No. I'm not talking about Stefanski coming down here. I'm talking about McDaniel going up there. Like, it's Gucci shades, it's off whites, like Air Force Ones, like spice up like Cleveland because they got no swag.
I got a box McDaniels can fit in right now. Ship his little ass off. That's all I'm saying. Get him up to you in a heartbeat, motherfucker. Like, get him out of here. I wholeheartedly agree on that one. I don't know who will
Real
have.
quick, no, I was gonna say on subject, off subject, but on subject. I don't think McDaniel's gonna go anywhere because I think him and Tua are a package deal.
I would assume so.
I don't think they're going anywhere. Because if he would have got fired, he would have been gone by now, and Tua would have been benched.
See, I think that the way that they're looking at that, and somebody else had a really great analysis of the situation. Which
Plus, I think the owner's looking at the fact like, all right, well, we won 2 straight games. The majority like of our schedule, like the next, like what are we looking at, like 6-7 games?
Mm-hmm.
5 out of those 7 teams suck. So if we win out, Miami finishes 9-8 hypothetically, or they win out 10-7, still got a chance. They're gonna need a lot of help. But like, I don't know if ownership's looking at it that way.
I think ownership is still, see, they moved, when you move Chris Greer, he doesn't really affect the field per se. They're still looking at how the field can get affected. Tua is just not trade worthy. So it's like, I think he would have already been gone.
That's a lot of dead money to eat.
Yeah. I think if he was cheaper or worth a damn, I think they would have moved him by now. Because ultimately, I don't think McDaniels, you're right. I don't think he's that much of an issue per se, but he's definitely up there. Like, maybe you can put him as third, but realistically speaking, yeah, it was Greer's and fucking Tua. Tua ain't worth a damn pick, and Greer's be picking shit. So it's like, please, both.
Damn.
Hit the door and don't come back. Hit the door and do not come back. You got your little severance. Yes, get the fuck out. Just go. Wish you the best. Not kind of really, but we wish you the best.
Not kind of really.
But yeah, bro, I don't know. I when it comes to fucking some of the other stuff this weekend with football, you missed some decent games. The Cowboys game, the Lions game, those were some bounce back fucking games, dude.
I didn't see the Cowboys Eagles game, but Dax, my starting quarterback in my fantasy, he put up like 30 points. If you don't do fantasy, that's a lot. I was shocked they beat them, but I tell you, like right now, like the media is eating the Eagles alive right now, and they're only 8-3. They're talking about fire their coach, fire their OC.
I'm
Like,
like,
golly,
how?
they're only 8-3. We're not talking about a team that's lost like 6 or 7 games.
Yeah. And it's not, don't get me wrong. Dallas is missing a couple of pieces, but it's like, I mean, they're not like fucking awful. Like, there's no reason they should be ringing alarm bells like that. But I will say, based off their schedule, me and my brother talked about this. Based off the Eagles' schedule, their shit doesn't get easier from here on. They've got a couple other big hitters that they're gonna have to go through, and if you're struggling with the Cowboys, buddy, it don't get nice from here. I can tell you that much.
I mean, as disgusting as I think Philly is, like I still give them the benefit of the doubt. Like they just had an off week, but like again, like bro, they're 8-3. They're not fucking 5-6, 5-7. Like they're 8-3. They'll be all right.
Yeah, they have two questionable games because they got the
Oh,
Chargers 2 weeks from now, and then the Bills second
speaking
to last.
speaking of squeaking by, I caught the tail end of the Colts and the Chiefs. Man, there's just something about the Chiefs, man. When like you're counting them out, man. It's just I don't know what Mahomes does, but he finds a way to always like squeak in there and win. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they won 23-20 in
I
overtime
see it.
against the Colts.
My
So
question
like,
is,
if
do you
they,
think it was
and the
Vegas or do you
Colts,
think it was him?
I'm not going there. You're going there. But no, like Indies, I think either the top seed or they're tied with New England, but they're only like they only have like 2 losses. But what I'm trying to get at is like if what you call is doing that to like top tier teams with like their record, they're probably going to do the same damn thing when it comes to the playoffs, and that's the scary thing.
Yeah, they still got their running intact, which um I wish them the best. You know, it is what it is. You know, the game
Oh
that
no, I'm not hating KC. I'm just like, how do they always like, regardless of like the team they got or their record, they always find a damn way against like the really good teams.
is, I guess, some level of professionalism. I don't know what else to call it. Like I said, like I
Yeah,
don't.
if you want to throw luck in there, I don't know. Like I don't know. It's crazy.
At least a haberdashery of luck. I don't know where
Yeah,
it lands, but motherfucker, they make that shit work.
yeah, no joke.
I think the one that oh no, I don't know why I was expecting Tampa to kind of be a little bit better in their game. That's the only game that kind of caught me off guard this weekend.
Yeah, what happened? What happened to Baker Mayfield? Like there was one throw that he threw out, and he just like totally looked like he like gave out his shoulder, and he like went straight to the ground.
No, I don't know. I don't know at all. I'm wondering if maybe fucking he's playing with an injury and they just haven't reported it, or I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. But I tell you one thing, like LA looks good for like a Super Bowl favorite.
Yeah, they do. They do. Stafford ain't fucking playing, boy.
Yeah, no. Yeah, there was one touchdown
How many
yesterday
yards?
I saw in the highlights where he wasn't even looking at Devontae. He just did one of these numbers. And then I was like, damn, that was gangster.
Shit, he ready to go. Yeah. That fucking 9-2. Yeah, he ready to go. He's ready to bang. I tell you that much. And then fucking, they're gonna have a good
Real
record.
quick,
Hmm?
real quick. Stafford to me is like the Tim Duncan of the NFL, and what I mean by that is like, if hypothetically like Stafford wins another championship with LA, no, hear me out.
I mean,
If he wins
I'm
another,
listening.
if he wins another championship with LA, it's like Tim Duncan. So like Tim Duncan, like how he went about like winning his championships, like they weren't like chastised in the media or like they got like a lot of attention. Tim Duncan's just like,
Humbly quiet.
and I feel like Stafford's gonna do the same thing. Like he's gonna be like, I
Humbly
got one right
quiet.
here, and then on the pinky.
Humbly fucking quiet. I tell you what, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised.
And just
He carries
and just
himself well.
think 5 years ago when he got traded for golf, we were like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And like like why like Stafford's gonna go to Rams and they're gonna suck, and then like vice versa, and then we're like, yo, what is going on? And it's just like it's crazy.
And that's why you're not a G.
Yeah,
Everybody that was saying that was like, that's why you're not a GM. Put your little ass over there on your fantasy team. Oh lordy. Well, this fucking week is almost concluded. Tonight's game is you got any predictions for the upcoming week in tonight's game? It's Panthers and 49ers. It's not an interesting one per se.
Yeah, I'd say 49ers.
The 49ers will I'm more than certain they'll beat the Panthers. So they'll be 8-4. Next week's games, Dolphins are back in rotations. We're going up against the Saints. I'm pretty sure we'll win that. That's a 1:00 game. I apologize. Let me start with the Thursday game. The Thursday games, Green Bay and Lions, and the Chiefs and the Cowboys.
Yeah, those are both good games.
Yeah, you ever notice how we always get a little racist on Thanksgiving with Indian teams? Cowboys. You never notice that? They always kind of do that.
No, the only thing that only like comes to my mind is like the Lions always playing on Thanksgiving, and then the Cowboys always playing on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever since I was a little kid.
So the Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving. They always play an Indian team. So right now the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Commanders. Although they were, have been in their rename process from the Redskins. You never noticed this?
No.
Wow, really? You never noticed this? You don't think it's weird the Cowboys play every Thanksgiving?
No, but I'll be getting off work, but one game I'm definitely gonna watch. My dog Burrow's back. He's gonna be playing Lamar on that 8:00 game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's there too. Shit. It'll be nice to kind of watch the games and kind of see how these guys are panning out. I don't think I'm not that excited about the Ravens and Bengals. I'm really not. I think the Ravens are gonna probably win.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man? If Burrow was healthy, Burrow, Higgins, and Jamar Chase, like the three of them in sync. When Burrow is healthy, the Bengals are not to be fucked with.
But that's what I'm saying. He's just coming back. So how much, is he shaking off a little bit of first game anxiety?
So even as a Dolphins fan, the thing I love about Burrow is like he's so cocky, but he's like confident with it and he backs it up. But so like with him, like I would love to be like a teammate of his because like with him, like if your spirits are down, Burrow knows how to talk to everybody to like get everybody going. So even if they suck, there's just something about his swagger that like gets everybody going.
All right. Well, then if that's the case, like I said, it'll be on as Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be shooting the shit with fucking clients anyways by 8:00. Yeah. So be able to watch it and fucking chill out with some turkey. Hopefully not put my ass to sleep on Thanksgiving at work. But shit. Anyways, them Sunday games that are coming up right after that. You got Bears, Eagles, Saints, Dolphins, Texans, Colts, Falcons, Jets. That's two fucking miserable teams. 49ers, Browns, Rams, Panthers, Jaguars, Titans, Cardinals, Bucks, Vikings, Seahawks. God damn, this whole week sucks. Yeah. Jesus. That's the 4:00 game. Your Vikings and Seahawks, Bills, Steelers at 4:25. Raiders, Chargers. That's another ass game. Easy pickings. Broncos, Commanders for Sunday, 8:00. And then the Monday game is going to be Giants and Patriots. This whole week is ass.
You got a fart noise for your sound effects. Now would be the time to do it.
I know I don't. Oh, no, I do not. Bro, this whole week is ass. And somehow I feel like half of these teams are probably going to fumble a fucking bag and lose to some of these guys. and Vegas is going to scrape in money. I'm not going to get into it. I won't do that to you. I won't do that to you. I promise. I promise. But yeah, bro, no. I don't know. Some of these games are awful because some of these are straight losers going up against winners these weeks. No. I'm going to do the kind thing, and I think I'm going to reserve myself from shit talking. I think too many of these games.
Is I don't hear you say anything about the Steelers. Are the Steelers playing anybody?
Yes, they are. They're playing the Bills.
Oh, Rodgers will come back. That won't be bad.
I don't know. You think he's going to beat the Bills? It's a home
No,
game for
but
Steelers.
I mean, like two quarterback juggernauts.
True. It's a home game for the Steelers, so maybe they have that on their side.
I mean, it kills me to say as a Dolphins fan, but like Josh Allen's always fun to watch. It's like watching a video game. How he puts up numbers.
True enough. I think there'll be it might be one of the few all right games there.
Shout out to Bills Mafia for giving me all those Toronto beers when I went to the game 3 weeks ago.
Hey, get that man the air horns. Thanks, buddy. We won't say no to free gear around here. No. I like I said, I can't even put much pen to paper for some of these fucking games because it's really they packed everything on that Thursday night, which is cool. Everybody else is gonna be sucking ass come Sunday, so I definitely will be able to sleep in. Thank goodness. No, getting up early on Sundays has been killing me. Oh lordy! All right, so sports ain't looking too bad for this week, and then into Thursday, Sunday is a whole different story. So what's been up in pop culture, all the rest of America, or the world, I should say, because technically we're worldwide, baby.
What do you think about Elon Musk and why like this exact number, 67 million for Bad Bunny to change his name to Good Bunny? Is this like some marketing thing? Because doesn't Elon have some stake in like Amazon Music or Spotify? One of the two.
Good Bunny, and then what the fuck is? Did he specifically ask for Good Bunny?
Who, Elon?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to like crack on Elon because like where I'm gonna go with this, like it could get us canceled. but does he know the backstory of like why Bad Bunny's name is Bad Bunny?
I don't know it, so I
So this recent album, I mean, he said it before, but like came out like even like more like with this album that he just put out. So his album is titled in Spanish. I should have took him more photos because he's talking about how like he wasn't like photogenic like when he was like a child. So his last album is like tailored to like everything Puerto Rico. So like the music, the vibe, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm chasing the rabbit, but no pun intended. But what I'm getting at with Bad Bunny is when he was a child, always like during Easter, his grandma would take pictures of him in a bunny costume, and he hated it. So he was always like he was making a face. So when he was trying to think of names, I think his grandma just passed away at the time. So that way he tied in like a homage like to her. I like it, or like it's like your childhood and it's like family ties. But like no, I mean like a Good Bunny doesn't like roll off the tongue, and that just sounds like something like Elon would say. Like, oh, okay, I feel like you should. I would give you X, Y, and Z, but you have to be Good Bunny. Mm-hmm. Like his mannerisms.
100. Do it again.
Hey, Mike Myers hit him spot on Saturday Night Live. Like Mike Myers hit him spot on. Like how like he does that, and then like he's like thinking like a robot in his head. Oh, well, this is really me. X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. What I think is funny, and what crossed my mind, I would rob that man if I was Bad Bunny, because I would be like, you know what? I don't want Good Bunny. But I'll take up your offer. I'll change my name. Go ahead and give me that 7 million. That 67 million. That 6 7. Go ahead, give it to me. And then once you get it, I'll print his ass. The artist formerly known as Bad Bunny. I shit you not. I'll put that on everything.
Well, that was the next thing I was gonna ask. Is this 67 million like upfront money? Like that's what he's just like getting a bag like
Listen,
once like they meet, or is this like I said, is this like some like pool to like something he has an investment in, to where like oh yeah that's like stretched out over like a period of time?
that's where I'm saying like how they caught his stupid ass on Twitter talking about, oh no, you said you was gonna buy it, now you have to buy it. You see how they finessed his ass on Twitter, right? I shit you not. That's how Bunny should finesse his ass too. Finesse this stupid motherfucker twice. That's what I would honestly do to him. I'd be like, you clearly haven't learned your lesson at all. Like,
Oh, another thing I forgot, and then like oh what if this is like I mean I'm just like throwing like theories and conspiracy theories, but like what if this is like tying into like the Super Bowl?
I feel like maybe that was a play on it because it's like, why do you pick Bad Bunny out of all people to be saying some goofy shit to? Because there's some other people that if you could change their name, I definitely would because they sometimes their names sound fucking stupid, but that's a person's picked name is their whatever the fuck they want to pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, you came after him specifically because he's gonna be at the Super Bowl. And you just want to be one of these fucking weirdos that's keeping your name and attention going, especially with all the shit that they was already talking about him being at the Super Bowl, and then them saying stupid shit on the side like, oh, it should be an American singer.
I saw this hat on Amazon. I kind of like borderline wanted to buy it. It says I'm here for the Bonito Bowl. His actual name is Benito. Well, they really here for the Bad Bunny halftime show.
No, I would have seconded you on that.
But the reason why I say that because like Bree's Puerto Rican, and then everybody I'm gonna be watching the game with is Puerto Rican. So I mean, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the Puerto Rican flag over my shoulder with the hat, just like
you should have did it just to represent that down south for them. Because I like I said, the shit that they're pulling, just like I'm tired of his fucking goofy ass and just the shit that he says and stuff. And it's like everybody that has a chance to teach him a fucking lesson should take it. Honestly, even with his own shit. Did you hear about the fucking Twitter shit that they recently pulled with showing off the locations?
But elaborate on that. Like, why are they doing that to a certain?
So this was
thing?
again, and this is this whole fucking big thing about you should be able to say whatever you want and do whatever you want, and we shouldn't. We live in the land of the free, which I'm all for. Have your free speech and everything. Say what you want, do what you want. There are still platforms that are heavily fucking monitored and policed in terms of what you say, right? But he wants Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it now, to be this open space for fucking people that just double down on racist and bigotry and all kinds of dumb shit, right? So he's like, all right, well, when people say some shit, let's have them, be visible at all times. You have any idea how much of a fucking bad idea that was?
Well, but hold up. So how does all this work? So let's say like I was like me and you were going back and forth example, and I was like, oh yeah, well fuck you, Ian, right? And then like the whatever we're on will pick that up and would be like, obviously wouldn't like put it up like on the screen, but then like put it to the side and be like, oh hey, by the way, this is where this guy's at.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
like
not for comments.
Oh,
So
okay.
this one was attached to the account's creation, where the account was created from.
Elaborate.
So basically, we found out that a lot of these accounts and where they were created from aren't here in America. So a lot of people that are running certain pages, all these high-end pages that are spewing out political bullshit, they were finding out, oh, these pages aren't even from America. They're from Russia. They're from fucking India. They're from South Africa. They're from like weird fucking places that aren't American. Do you know where the Department of Homeland Security's Twitter page was created?
DC? I don't know.
Israel.
Wow.
Why the fuck is the Department of Homeland Security why would their Twitter page be made in fucking Israel? This is the wildest fucking shit I heard. I was like, what? I was ready to say, oh, get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. That you can't. No, like I might have to take some of them offers about going back.
Now that like you said like more about it. I don't know. It sounds divided, but at the same exact time, like what I was telling you, like when I came back from Europe, we rely a lot on them overseas, like no matter where it is, as far as like importing and exporting.
And I understand that, but it's still.
So now that you do more of a no. I hear you, but like I can see that in an aspect. I don't know. I'm divided with it, but like I don't know. It's just, why don't we just pick something and let's be like straightforward with it.
Why isn't any of our official pages? And don't get me wrong, it's just it like, did we not like foresee that, like, this is sometimes where I understand the sentiment. How do I word this without sounding too fucking asshole-ish? It's the one time when you hear some sentiment where you know, our president says, oh, I love my dumb people. Okay, but when we're not the dumb ones in this situation, it's like, oh, it's like the actual people that own fucking Fortune 500 companies and all these things that actually are just like some dumbasses sometimes. And it's like, I'm sorry, how did you accrue millions of billions of dollars? You know what I mean? It's just, it just feels so ass backwards. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not the kind of news I wanted to wake up on a Saturday or Sunday to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels so disheartening. That's why I was just like, when I seen that shit, and I was just like, yeah, let me go ahead and consider some of those options outside of the States, even for maybe, you know, a short period of time. And, you know, I'm really sitting there thinking about it. You know, the way you made Europe sound with them titties and sex all over the place. Man, dog, that shit sounds so appeasing day after day. every time I turn on the news, I'm like, damn, them titties in Europe, bro. I'm like,
I don't know, man. Like 60. Well, I mean, damn, that's like early, but I don't know. When I'm like pushing 70, like, I don't know, retiring in like Italy, or like having like a spot out there and then like one out here, like to go back and forth to, like, sounds really nice.
What is that place called? Is it the Maldives in is that Greece or whatever? Or am I thinking of something else where they got?
No, I think you're thinking of something else. But after going to Greece, Greece is beautiful. But like, if I'm like gonna like settle down, it's gonna be in Italy. But like, if I'm like still trying to party, Spain.
Spain.
And then every once in a while, like go on a weekend, like go out to like Athens, and I'll take you with me, so just so you can see what I was talking about.
Be out there partying, get the cheap food and the cheap warm ass beer. Be like, I'm dog. We out here 70, 75 ish, pushing it, whatever, bro. We out here for some titties. We ain't out here for all of that. Me and my little cane be like, yeah. Shake something for me. Like, we're gonna leave the girl at the hotel. They'll be all right.
Oh shit.
Show me that little hair you got down there, little lady. I mean, Twitter for to catch my ass. Twitter is looking for me.
put some tzatziki on your back, bitch. Yeah. Go ahead, sit still while I dip the fries.
Not Twitter. I'm going to say Twitch. Twitch go ahead. That's where that direct message be like, y'all know y'all can't come back for like 2 weeks. Oh damn! But yeah, man, fucking. And they say money doesn't buy happiness. I know you heard this report. I read this the other day because I was doing some research on fucking mental health and stuff. Science says money doesn't buy happiness. How you feel about that? How you feel about that?
I mean, you could definitely do things that if you didn't have the opportunity to do beforehand, you definitely can. But I think the thing, like when you feel like you've made enough, you've always gonna have. I mean, at least if like you have like a competitive instinct, or you always like want to better yourself, you're always gonna want more. So whenever enough is enough, but just like Biggie said, like more money is more problems. So like whenever you make more money, I can see this like the damn it, I'm drawing a blank right now. The psychological aspect of it, but I'm torn between them both because it all depends on like. I heard this thing like Pharrell said, where he said like money is not of. I forgot what it said like verbatim. I don't have to look it up, but wealth is not for the pocket and the heart. But I would have to look it up. But just basically, just like you got to have the right mind to know how to control that money, because if you don't, you'll go into that, when you're not happy state.
I know we
go ahead. Why you're talking? I'm gonna look that up.
I know why we give him so much shit, but Will Smith had a really great interview that talked about being your center of like happiness. You can't rely on someone else to be your happiness. But I'd take it a step further than that from that interview, because it was a really great saying that he had in there that worked really well. Money buys you solutions, right? But solutions are not happiness. And I just want everybody to understand that solutions sometimes are not happiness. You can have a solution to a problem that is not fulfilling in any way, shape, or form, but at least it's out of your face per se. But still, it's one less thing that you have to worry about, but you could still have a million fucking things to be worried about.
Real quick,
go ahead.
I found it. So it says health is of the heart and the mind, not the pocket.
Yeah, 100%. Because we work in substance abuse and mental health. How many times have you seen rich people come in there still fucked up? Still on some extra shit, still got all the problems in the fucking world that are driving them basically almost off the edge.
I just saw something that came to my head that made me think about it. But go ahead. I don't want to. I
was just rambling.
I was watching the A-Rod documentary that just came out on HBO, and then in the last episode, he was talking about how he cheated twice with using steroids in the beginning of his career, and then like when he ended with the Yankees, and he didn't really like understand what he was doing until he talked to a psychologist after he won the World Series, because he felt like his world was like spiraling after he won the World Series. But what he was talking about, I forgot like what verbatim he said, like as far as like he was talking about having like a card hand. He said something about having like kings and aces. He's like, I'm the only one that can like consistently like get that hand, but then like throw all my chips away for nothing. And he's like, but he was like tying it into like, well, I'm thankful that God's like giving me like another chance. But what I'm trying to get at, to like what you just said as far as like mental health and like people, like rich people that like come in, like when you're constantly like around that, and then like you going back to like what I brought up in the beginning, like if you're doing certain things that you like never got experience to, but it's at what age you're at. Mm-hmm. So if you experience like making $1 million, I mean like you get $50 million being an athlete at like $18 million, you're still in that identity phase between like 18 and 25 where you don't even know who the hell you are. You're not taking that time out to like finish high school, understand college, so you're still kind of immature in an aspect. So whenever you go to buy and do stuff, you're gonna do it immaturely. Like I just saw something the other day, like where Sebastian Telfair, I don't know if you remember him, but they talked about how he was broke. But then again, that's what I'm getting at. Like this dude was making $1 million at 17 years old.
So he's gonna buy
So now,
17-year-old shit, just
yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
amplified.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, it was no, because it was in agreement with what you were saying from the Alex thing. It's like you haven't developed in the back end, and that just the deficit of that. If you're not a whole, complete person that understands happiness, that understands what made you
Yeah,
happy.
yeah, yeah,
Fuck all the other shit, whether or not it's
yep,
amplified or
yep,
minimized, whether or not you're a
yep,
millionaire, a billionaire, or broke, you still gonna be fucked up. There's plenty of broke
yep,
people that are fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? So it's
yep,
like
yep,
understanding yourself and understanding what makes you happy and what makes you tick as a person.
yep.
I tell you, listen, the motherfuckers out here don't understand themselves as good as we think, which segues straight into another motherfucker that don't know himself clearly. What does and does not make him happy. Have you heard the updates on Mr. Dave?
Oh,
Have
you
you?
know more about that than him. To me, he's like a. I mean, I hate to say this because he's dead, but he sounds like a Juice World tryhard.
Listen, money don't fix problems. It gets you solutions, sure. Can you buy a solution? It won't fix problems. So the update on the Mr. Dave situation, for those of you who aren't familiar with the story, which I don't know how you're on Twitter and you don't know the story. Mr. Dave was running around with a little 14-year-old girl, 14, 15-year-old girl, which is problematic for many reasons. Primarily one, like, how did she get there consistently with him? Because to my understanding, the parents was looking for the little girl and they actually did bring her back at least once. Why ain't nobody called his fucking weird ass out for that in the first place? Don't know. They recently did the autopsy and all that stuff. They released that report information. Somebody froze this girl.
What?
So froze her. She was frozen.
No, I heard you. I heard you.
Yes.
This sounds like some like Austin Powers stuff.
She was decapitated and frozen. So the freezing process damaged the body in such a way that they can't even figure out how she died. Like
I'm not trying
properly.
to like I'm not trying to like be funny, but I am like kind of like animatedly like curious. Like so is this like an Italian like mob movie where like they like killed somebody and they threw the body in like in a freezer?
See, and that's why they didn't want to consider him a primary suspect at the beginning, which everybody was like, dude, this is your Tesla and like near your in your like home state, town, like area, like where you're living at, across, I think I can't remember, it was in a lot somewhere or some shit, but basically they knew that the Tesla was registered to you. They have pictures of it being in front of your house at different times, so they know it's your car. She too young to fucking drive, so that's out the fucking question. Like nigga, can you like answer for any of this shit? He should have been primary suspect number one from the beginning, but they're like, okay, maybe something happened and somebody else killed her and they're trying to frame her. So they took all the extra routes in eliminating those other things, right? To my understanding, he isn't really cooperating with some of the stuff that they're requesting at this time currently, and that's because he
I
wasn't the
mean,
primary suspect
you're going
anyways.
to jail. You're going to jail for murder. You're trying to like prolong that as much as you can.
Yeah, they didn't. Like I said, they hadn't listed him as the primary suspect at that time, so he wasn't cooperating. I don't know if he still isn't or is, but all from what I can understand here, it's like, buddy, this whole situation is like a noose and it's getting tight, my boy. Like, you got too many fuck ups here. And don't get me wrong, if you was blackmailed or some weird shit, you should have been came out and said, hey, this, that, and the third person was doing this extra shit. They got one of my friends, hemmed him up on some extra shit, and that's how that went. I mean, you still don't get a pass for fucking running around with a 14-year-old.
Yeah,
Like, God damn it,
that's what I was
you look
about.
like the
Yeah,
primary
yeah,
suspect after, I don't know, fucking writing a bunch of songs about a fucking, a damn 14-year-old. You look crazy.
yep.
You look buck fucking crazy, my boy. So I don't know what else you really want us to do for you. The more that I hear this case, the more frustrated I get. As a dad, it's like, where are her fucking parents? You see what I'm saying? My kid crawls out the window and goes somewhere. They get in I can't say that, we're on Twitch. My kid would be properly disciplined in the ways of some of the old people that I'm aware of in my lifetime. Let's put it that way, in a more respectful manner. Yeah.
Yeah, but you say that you say that like has their parents like even like came out publicly?
Oh yeah, nigga, they was looking for their kid while she was alive. They were looking for their kid. So your kid done ran off.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. You said that.
Your kid ran off. You didn't ask people. You went looking around. You knew where your kid was. She came back for a little while, then ran off again. So, like I said, how Dave wasn't like, I don't know, because I would have. No, we're on Twitch. I got to keep remembering that. All I'm saying is, as a dad, hey, buddy, let me come here and talk to you for a second, all right, real quick. Oh, damn. Fingers fucking slipped. Hey, are you okay there? Oh, let me go ahead and call the police and say that there was an accident. That wasn't an accident, my bad. I'm just saying, for in that regards, it make no sense. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, situation has been weird from the get-go. Why it took investigators this fucking long to just say, hey, I'm pretty sure that's our primary suspect. Just be done with it, because this shit is fucking heartbreaking. I don't know about you. I know how I feel about the situation. Nah, they would have had to come and see me. They would have had to come and see motherfucking my ass.
I feel like, I mean, I don't want to tie into like what just happened with like Carnival, but I feel like all these murders are going to tie into like a Hulu movie or a Netflix series.
At some point, people got to tell the story. He got the front end of making a whole album and a whole story theme off the album of this situation with her, and somebody else, somewhere is going to pay a little bit of money and hopefully, tell the story once it's all said and done. Like I
Hey
said,
man, YM Melly's only about 10 minutes away from you. You can you can break him out of Vero.
no, he could stay his ass there. The fuck? I am not.
Yeah.
Listen, we talked about this a few weeks ago, nigga. I pay taxes. If you break a law, stay right there. You keep the property tax low over there. I do not need that around here. I'm good. No siree.
Hey, he's gonna be getting out in a year, and then like, he's like he doesn't know what's going on, so like he can't go get a deal with Kanye no more.
You're so weird with that shit. Nah, keep his little weirdness. You stay over there, buddy, with that. Don't nobody trust you. I can't have you on my album if you over here shooting. Only friend I can give you is a fucking therapist, my boy. Especially after where you been, shit. At any rate, let's talk about this Gen Z. I'm starting to like Gen Z. I know they're a little weird sometimes, but I like my Gen Z folks out here, and my little alpha generation, the younger ones too. I like them too. They make healthy decisions. It's more common that they swap out, and this was a small article somewhere. It's more common that they've been swapping out their happy hour for workout hour.
I'm all for it. I mean, since we're like in our mid-30s, I'm all for that. Because I still go out and I don't drink as much. But just say that like like my early 20s, like oh no, I mean me and you are both a testament to that. But I don't know how I feel about it. Is it because like I don't know. Again, like I'm just like I'm going based off of like I'm trying to think of like the analogy of it, but like we're just like going like with like the crowd. But is that more so because like they're known for not being social?
Mm, you know something? You might be right.
You
There.
guys think social media, gaming? Me and Bree were talking about this the other day because she was bringing this up at work. How like guys are more afraid to like walk up to a girl and say something than versus like when we were younger.
Shit, we had whole fucking stretches of like, come on, man, you got to get your reps in. Go say something to
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Shit, go find out what time she's on. Yeah, we had whole stretches of fucking those days. I can definitely say between that, and there's other indicators that are out there. I seen an article a while back that talked about the restaurant industry was struggling so much because so much more of the younger folks aren't really like dining, historically like they have been before. They'll DoorDash some shit and won't leave a tip. So everybody along
Falls
the lines of that is suffering in some way, shape, or form.
that falls into being social. You're not
Yeah,
getting making an
exactly.
effort, get in your car, go drive to somewhere.
We're not sitting down to eat.
You want it to come to you because everything is so accessible.
Outside of maybe like the big fad areas in terms of like the movies. Every time I go to the movies, if it doesn't have like a major fan base, like the movie is damn near almost fucking like one third of the seats maybe got some people in them. Other than that, it's
I already,
basically empty.
yeah, I already know where you're going with that. Like, because I only go to the movie theaters every once in a while, but I notice like the turnout when you go to see like a normal movie versus like when you go see like
Marvel or some shit.
yeah, like a well-known sci-fi like Alien or Predator, and then yeah, like what you said, like well, like Marvel, like DC.
Like the cult fans show up, but outside of that,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like shit. Y'all niggas do not talk out here. You do not.
Like for like example, like I was surprised that like but then it kind of ties in with sports. But I was surprised like F1 had a huge turnout because I went to the movies to go see that, and I'm happy I did.
Predator had a huge turnout when I was there. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I thought I was coming early enough to not conflict with any of my schedule stuff. Motherfuckers
Uh,
just slammed in there. I was like, oh, okay. So we all on the spaceship running from the fucking monster up in the vents. I got you. I got you. I was fucking with everybody. I was fucking. We were talking a lot in that fucking theater. So people can be social. They're just choosing not to.
yeah.
It's a lot of I guess shutdown from fucking the COVID era shit. I'm really surprised that
That's debatable.
I I 100% say if it hadn't already started, it definitely was forced at that point because
Well,
it's like
well,
people.
yeah. Well, no, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, that's where to me that's debatable is because like look at like the streaming industry ever since like the pandemic. It's like been through the roof. It was like 10 times. It's 10 times bigger than what it was like before then.
Yeah,
Like you notice how like what's like how we're talking about movies. Like I think I read something where like a movie, depending on like whether they're doing good or not, it has to be in a movie theater between 30 and 45 days. If it's like still projecting like what numbers, like let's say like with like Avatar and with and like with Marvel, it's still sitting in the movie theaters long.
mm-hmm.
But you can technically purchase that movie on Apple, Paramount, like whatever, for like what you're paying to like go to the movie theaters on the streaming network within a month, which is crazy. So like as an act, I mean, I know I'm getting off subject, but like as an actor, like you're putting in all that work in the studio, but then your movie could go straight to streaming. You know what I'm talking about? Because
Yeah.
like people used to act to make movies for the movie theaters. If that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
And then what's so fucking crazy is they still give you good ratings and all this shit. It's like, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
motherfuckers ain't really paying like that. So it's a
This is
weird.
where this is where like Leonardo DiCaprio, like Martin Scorsese, come on the podcast and like, yeah, it's not pure cinema. We're going away from
Gosh, you gotta
life. We
come
do
back.
our jobs.
Please come back.
Please come back.
But I will say on the flip side of that, it's like where they're choosing to actually like where these younger folks are really choosing to like be like like scene. It's like okay, the gym is like the new club, and this is not the only time that I've heard this. So it's like we are functionally old school, technically speaking now, like in our lifetime, like mid-30s, we can kind of see the young side of things, on the young side of the fence, right? We can still, all right, that's cool, that's it, that's whatever. But we're more leaning towards, like, because time only goes one way, but we're realistically only looking forward, right? So when we hear the gym, we're thinking of actually being sweaty and working out, this, that, and the third, like headphones on, like, don't fucking talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These young people go out there, they holding a whole conversation, sitting on the fucking equipment. They might be working out, they might not. Motherfuckers in the corner by the Stairmasters fucking flirting with the girls. I'm like, what are we doing?
That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, if you're not using the machine, like, go walk over to the side where, like, somebody's stretching or whatever and, like, talk. I don't mind you doing that. But, like, when you... That's another thing. Like, when I'm sitting at a machine and then you just have somebody that... Instead of, like, you walking up and ask, like, hey, can I join you in, like, in a set? How much you got left? And then, like, you could, like... the fact that you ask and you're sitting on the side. But when someone's, like, sitting right behind you, like this, while you're working out... like a fucking creep, like, say something. Or, like, go do something, go do another thing, and then come back to, like, when I leave. Like, eyeball it from afar, but, like, when you're fucking, like, that makes me so uncomfortable.
That's somebody that doesn't have, like, a depth in their routine, and they're just like, or maybe they're fucking borderline autistic and they're really came to work out.
I'm going off on a gym rant, but those are the same motherfuckers that treat, like, their workouts like a playground. So, like, what I'm getting at is, like, okay, hey, I'm gonna do one set where I'm doing bicep curls. All right, well, now I'm gonna go to the one all the way over here, right, and I'm gonna do triceps. But I'm gonna get mad at the guy that jumped on the machine that didn't put, like, their water bottle or towel or whatever. They just jumped on my machine, but, like, you're jumping in the middle, like, my thing. Like, motherfucker, you weren't there. You're bouncing around. Like, stay at one thing, do 3, 4, 5 sets, whatever, and then finish, and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah, like, do all your shit fucking there. Don't be fucking trying to do extra shit. Like, that shit is fucking goofy. That should be goofy as all fuck. But yeah, man, I'm more surprised that, like I said, where these folks are kind of going to kind of congregate and stuff, and it's a little interesting sometimes to kind of see, what those things are like. I will say the fads, definitely for, like, eateries and stuff, places, all these fresh food places and stuff, they're like big hits with these fucking kids. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, hey, where else is, because it sure as fuck ain't the club, it's definitely not fucking that. So I don't know. Have you heard the Campbell's soup fucking scandal? Speaking of good foods,
Vaguely, but not to take a shot at Subway. It kind of sounds like the Subway thing.
Let me go ahead and talk this one out for the fans here. Very interesting chain of events here that happened. So I guess someone had recorded one of the CEO, one of the leaders, or probably the CEO, I believe it was the CEO, at some point talking about how he would never eat Campbell's noodle soups. And you're probably asking, well, why? First and foremost, said it was for poor people. About $1 and some change a can. I can imagine that.
You didn't go there.
Oh, not me. No.
I'm talking about him.
Oh, yeah, no, he went there. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy all the way to the bank. But then he came out and said also that the food in the actual cans, the meat is basically lab meat. Lab meat. 3D printed. Constructed. You eating Lego meat, nigga. Lego meat. Your shit came out of a 3D printer.
Broke or not, it sure don't taste like that.
Listen, them little pieces of chicken, I'll sit there and chew on them motherfuckers. I do not give a damn.
So you... I tell... I tell you one thing, like a chicken noodle soup when you're sick, whether it's like 3D or printed or whatever they're calling it, like sure don't taste like it.
I chew that motherfucker up with a straight face. I listen. I do not give a damn. I don't know what kind of meat, y'all is replicating in this bitch. And then my bigger question is Campbell's is a pretty big company. What other companies do they own that they got to be doing like the same practices with? That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only other thing I question,
Wait, hold up. Is it Campbell's? I may sound like illiterate to the aspect, but I mean to the topic, but isn't Campbell's underneath like the NFL where they do the chunky noodle? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Where the athletes like come in with like their mom and they talk about, oh yeah, well I eat this soup to get me going. You know what I'm talking about?
You thinking of oh gosh, I don't know. I would actually have to I'd have to sit here and fucking do like a whole food web. Like, who else is fucking on the Camel bus? Um, oh gosh, I'm not liking this at all. So yeah, there's a chunky, the chunky made soups. Yeah, nigga, that's lab meat. I'm gonna throw some other ones out there. Um, is that Rao's pasta and Prego? Uh-huh. Lab meat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you eating genetically made fucking glizzy meat.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
glizzy meat.
Yeah. You thought you was getting off there, huh? Yeah, I'm not feeling that at all. They make Swanson chicken broth, so it's like, bro, this. Oh yeah, I'm never eating those again. The fucking Campbell's
What
TV dinners.
what made
I mean,
what made him
I ain't
come?
ate a TV dinner in fucking years, so I'm safe there.
Yeah, same. But what made him like just come out like and say that? Was he interviewed? Was this like a
No, he was
rant?
secretly recorded, to my understanding.
Oh,
And then when the employee that had said recording was fired, they sued.
wow. Who pissed him off? Where they were like, yeah. So tell me how you feel about the soup. Honestly, I mean, like, yeah, we're both having an off day,
Dog,
man.
honestly, I'm
Eh,
at the same point where it's like me and my coworker had this conversation where it's like the people back in the day that really made money was either coming from suits or stealing it or just doing shady shit to some degree. I'm at the point now where, given that I work in mental health, man, I'm finna take the biggest fall for the team. Somebody swing on me, I'm gonna just take the hit and start suing everybody. Cause I'm at that point where it's just like, I don't know if I want to keep working this 9 to 5 bullshit for like 10 years. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah,
Cause I just, yeah, y'all can call me fucked up all you want. It's whatever. I don't give a damn. But
that sound effect.
I'm telling you right now, I'm suing. It ain't you that has to pay. I know it's the insurance companies, but motherfucker, they finna pay me. They finna pay me. I give this man all his flowers. Now that I know we're fucking eating fucking printer meat.
Hit me with that sound effect.
Which one? You want the waffle one or the straight one? Because I got the straight one.
Oh,
Then I got the waffle one over here. Hear that motherfucker out. 'Cause I can't with this. The home style soups, the fucking spaghettios. God damn it, nigga. I was giving this to my kids.
wait, SpaghettiOs falls under that tree?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, man.
Oh yeah, they done
Damn.
caught your ass, huh?
Damn. I mean, I haven't had SpaghettiOs in a minute, but I love SpaghettiOs growing up.
Nigga, you know what I put my kids onto? You make the little cups of spaghettios, the kid size ones, and then you get a cup of the instant mac and cheese and mix them together. So you have like a goulash, like
Yeah.
a $2 goulash. Man, my kids was with fucking tearing that out there. Like, daddy. Because we get the spaghettios that got the little numbers and the letters. My youngest one, she'd be like, Daddy, I want my ABCs. I knew what she meant. She meant the SpaghettiOs with the fucking ABCs in them, because she liked to
Yeah.
Be playing with the letters and shit, man.
The dinosaurs, SpongeBob. Yeah, I remember all that.
Them little fucking chunks of fucking. Ugh. Y'all just out here giving niggas printer meat. Sounds nasty. Let me put this printer meat in your mouth. Oh yeah, you had that TV dinner, that Salisbury fucking printer steak. Absolutely fucking nasty.
Wait, what? So wait. What about the those sloppy joes? Is that on Campbell?
If it's coming from their brand of can, yeah, I could imagine it. I'm thinking all these fucking tomato sauce brands that they have between Pregos and fucking. Although I don't think those have meat in them.
Damn, all the foods I grew up with. No wonder why like my stomach is messed up all the
time. Your stomach is low key trying to tell you, hey nigga, that ain't me. Like, buddy, did you run and catch the cow yourself? No. Who gave it to you?
What? Yeah, no. I like
it was out of can.
No. Like that sound. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, fucking. I remember, like as a kid, I could down like a whole entire like packet of Kraft mac and cheese. Yeah, no. I mean, that sounds dangerous now, but like now, there ain't no way in hell. Like I put like a side of that. Like if it's like one of like two sides, I'm making like one of my dish. But like, just the fact that like I could sit there and say like back in the like when I was a kid, I can eat that whole entire thing now. Like no wonder like why my stomach is messed up.
Hell yeah. I'm looking at it now. The Angelo's, and I've had some of these. The fucking Angelo's lasagna, the frozen lasagna.
I bet if I saw a picture, I know it sounds familiar.
It's a big fucking thing of a box of frozen lasagna, and you just heat it up. It's like like an hour and a half or 2 hours or some shit in the oven.
Yeah. See, like you're hitting with me, but like I just like I have to see a picture to be like, oh yeah, that.
It's all that. I'm just thinking of all that fucking fake ass ground meat. You thought you got a cow, my nigga? No, you got printer meat. You got that copy and paste. Nasty. Fucking disgusting. Actually got me mad as a motherfucker. Now I sit here and think about it because I really didn't think about it earlier. I'm like, Campbell's is just one company. I guarantee you, these motherfuckers was not playing when they said processed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got to go straight to the butcher. Be like, yeah, I need that extra fucking pink fucking ground beef you got back there. Don't play with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I got to come see your man's cut that down. Make sure it's not fucking C3PO back there printing me out a fucking burger.
R2D2 putting his hard drive in the meat.
Wait, your turn. You had the old school deli with the fucking ticket in your hair. Like, I know this nigga just
C3PO's patting him on the head. Are you finished? Are you finished?
That's fucking nasty work. Nasty. Oh Lord, yeah. I'm sitting here clicking on these fucking just to see the products. Let me get off of this. Let me get off of this because it's gonna break my motherfucking heart. Out here printing meat in the mouth. Let me not. Anyways, so I know. Let's take it over to fucking music because this has been a big one on my fucking chest here. Figuratively and probably literally. You know, I'm a heavy set dude. Did you hear about Donald Glover shutting down his tour?
That kind of caught me. I mean, it caught me by surprise. I was at dinner last time. My wife showed me that. And what's scary for me, man, I'm like, said prayers to him, but like, he's not too much older than like me and you, and that's a scary thing.
He is not, if I'm not mistaken. I think I looked it up too. He's like 35.
And like, he's probably dealing with that, like, Obviously like with like, his family and whatnot, and that's probably they're the only ones that probably knew about it, but like the and I hate to tie
Oh
this into
shit,
like
he's
Chadwick, but like
42. God damn,
he's
nigga.
what?
He's 42. Keep going.
Oh, all right, never mind. But still, that's still young. But no,
Mhm.
like I hate to like tie this into like Chadwick, but is this like he's been dealing with this for like a while, but like he's just been battling it, but nobody's told anybody.
I don't think he knew because from it made it sound like he was kind of caught off guard by it. So first and foremost, he had a stroke. The stroke was in
Oh wow, I didn't
relation.
know that.
Yeah, he was a stroke. It was in relation to they found a small hole in his heart. So I'm like, okay, that's fucking absolutely terrifying. Usually when you stroking out, I'm like, there's other issues that you've got going on that are underlying, but specifically more so,
Yeah,
that puts him in a very special category with potentially like heart murmurs and all kinds of shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, that ain't fucking easy in any way. Yeah, yeah. I apologize. My wife. My wife is
It's
trying
almost
to.
it's almost that time for you to make dinner.
No. No. Um, it's the holidays, all the kids in tow. No, don't worry about it. I've got my wonderful. Hi. She says hi. Anyways, so yeah, no, I was sitting there, keeping a straight face when
Heart murmurs.
yeah, when it came up, I was kind of, I don't know, it just caught me off guard. At first and foremost, I didn't even know he was torn because that really caught me off guard. I was like, damn, this nigga was torn.
I only know that because 3 months ago he was at the Panthers arena.
And then I'm just thinking, I'm like, did he put out any music recently?
In the beginning of the year. We were talking about this like a while back with like musicians and like and in the film industry. They put stuff out during this like certain calendar year. So that way when I don't know how to like explain it, like when the next calendar year comes up, they could do something new even though it was so far back, but they're still getting nominated for what they did in the previous calendar
Like
year.
trying to get in between the years. I know what you're talking about.
So, for like example, like I think everybody followed like the Ozark blueprint because Ozark did this. Like when they were doing like their season, and then when they were like splitting it up, where it was like part one and part two. Ozark season 5 was still getting nominated for awards, even though season 6 just came out. So what I'm trying to get at is like this album that he had like came out in the beginning of the year, but he just started going on a award tour like back in the summertime.
Okay. Like I said, I was a little confused about it. I've seen artists do it before. I forget it wasn't Nicki. I can't remember who it was. It felt like this motherfucker was getting nominated. Like I saw it. There's like, how are the yelling nominations for this motherfucker like 2 years in a row? Like, how old is this fucking album? And I want to say it was
Yeah,
Nicki.
that's why.
It's shit like that. It's like, all right, they really should do a better job at cutoffs, but that's to be said. No, yeah, it did catch me off guard. I was like, no, please. It was like, not my dog. Come on, man. I know we're not getting no more Atlanta runs, but still, it would be, nice to see some, him live around and do more of his projects and shit. Because me personally, I like I said, I'm a huge fan. He's a do all kind of person. That was the other thing that kind of
Yeah.
crossed my
Oh yeah.
mind. I'm like, he's got to be doing like too fucking much at once or something. Because once they
Yeah.
said he
That's
shut
a
down his
great point.
tour, it crossed my mind. I'm like, okay, you're more of a comedy and film person than I know you as.
That's a great point.
Like like I said, I didn't even know he was on tour. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind it,
Nope.
but
No more Lando Calrissian.
But yeah, man, I was like, nah, don't let my dog go out like that. I was very, very, very blown away by that. It was one of those things where I was just, it kind of made me think of my youngest kid because she had a small hole in her heart, and that was, it closed up, but it follows you for like the rest of your life. So and it also made me wonder, is like, has this always been a thing and he knew about it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier.
And maybe he just overdid it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. To have a stroke, that doesn't sound like, that sounds like that just caught you off guard type shit. So I'm not sure. I know that he'll
Yeah, and
probably.
that's what my bad. What I was gonna say was, I mean, cut you off. What I was gonna say was what happened with like Chadwick. Like we didn't find out until like he died, like what he was dealing with. But then like it came out like what he was doing Black Panther, like the Avengers. His castmates were talking about how like sometimes they can now see where like he was like how he was battling it because of how like he was moving around set.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm getting at is like probably his family, like his team, like know about this, but now because like it's now a thing because like it, you know, I
Had to
mean, I
put a
hate to say it, but
statement
it
out,
finally caught up to him.
which dog, like I said, like you said, blessings out to him. I hope he recovers. The other thing is like having a stroke can come with some major damage.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it was the most minor of strokes that could possibly be registered, because that you can damage some permanent stuff when it comes to strokes. So I'm like I said, I'm keeping my fingers crossed with that one too. Um, it's a story I'll check back up on myself, but fucking don't be afraid to give your favorite artist out there some flowers when you get a chance, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you that much.
That goes just in general, even like with us, like yeah, you know, any given moment, man, like you don't know what we got tomorrow, so take advantage of it while you can.
My work alarm. Don't worry. I took a shower before. I came prepared. Nobody threw any bullshit at me fucking just before recording, so I was on point today.
It's kind of ironic. I talk about being grateful, and then you just.
All right. We got two more stories up here, which are very, very interesting. They kind of stand out stories, and I think one of them I know you know more than anything else. This first one here is a study about being ignored. This one is it's one of those things that I hear so much, especially from a lot of the clients and stuff. Being in a place by yourself, but more so it's worse when you reach out and nobody like reaches out back. It's one of those things.
Well, so to what you were saying is like as far as like what you know what about it. So like I read this article on pubidity that basically said that when you were sorry, Breeze coming in the door while I'm talking, I get thrown off.
Hi, Bree.
But she can't hear you, but
Oh
I'll let her know
yeah,
you say hi.
it's
But no, but tying back to what I was saying, but no, so I was reading on pubidity where they were saying that like when you're rejected, it could be trigger the same as that brain um tremor as if I'm sorry, the same as like when you're being rejected, it could reject the same as like feeling like physical pain.
mm-hmm.
So like with me, without like going and like deep diving, like with me like personally, like I can understand that because like when you're going through that's like the culture like you've been brought up, like growing up. I can understand where that could like I kind of feel like that, but I've learned to like address it, adapt from it, and realize that like this is what I have to address, and like I moved on from it. So now like when let's say it's like a job opportunity, somebody telling me no, I'm trying to think of the best way of saying it. Like I don't get down in the dumps. I'm accepted to it because I know like okay, if I'm getting one no, like
Mm-hmm.
I can move on and get something better. But I could see where like growing up and that becoming a thing where it could like trigger that if that makes any sense.
The thing that crossed my mind is like, which scenario of non-response is probably going to hurt the worst? And in this modern era of folks that are less, we talked about this earlier, with like the younger generation, with them being less social. So the one time that you are social, two things happens at once. This person that you're talking to is socially awkward because they don't get out enough to talk to people, that you get shot down from just that regards. They didn't know how to process your approach, right? And then there's
Yep.
just the second thing of, something goes wrong in the process because they're not a social person. They have a preconceived notion of how this should go in their mind, right? And this is just a
Yeah.
regular people thing. So if it doesn't go right, they ghost you or some shit like that, which sucks
Yep.
ass. Gotta suck ass. That's that. You're hitting multiple steps of just getting left on red. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like motherfucking, how bad you gotta feel. You going out there and you fucking on something. You get a little date, don't call you back, or you fuck it in the first night, you never get a call back.
Well, yeah, but no, that's when I was talking about my thing and I was saying like the environment, I was talking about like, the culture you're brought up in. But the cool thing about this article is like it can like go both ways. But if you're talking about like women, yeah, I ain't worried about
Oh
that.
no, not that. Not only for that. I mean, it can happen to men too. Can you imagine you're a dude and you fuck somebody on night one, she gives it up to you, and you thinking you're doing all good. And, you was a little excited. You didn't fire the gun early enough. So you get in there and you're done in like 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm old enough to read into that, so that's what I was saying. Like learning how to tackle it, or like you know what that means, that she's seeing somebody else. So move on.
Oh yeah. You end up being a food date. You think you're gonna
Yeah.
call her tomorrow, and it's like, nah, buddy. She got a full stomach and a full ass now. you should out of luck, dog. You should out of luck. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where I'm like, that I. It's a very weird thing, and this is something that gets learned out of your system with experience. I think you go
Yeah.
through this scenario enough times, it hurts less and less and less. But I can imagine,
Yep.
you leave somebody on. You leave somebody alone, you ghost somebody, you just refuse to respond, you give somebody the silent treatment. That's definitely something I can literally attest to doing. And I don't want to sound like a red flag to some of y'all out there. I'm the kind of person that I get pissed off at something. I might not give you immediate response. I will literally, and this is a self-soothing for me. So I
Learn to
hate,
control your You've learned to control your emotions. That's why. Instead of
yeah,
acting at a reaction.
the younger me would blow up sometimes, but
Yeah.
now
Same. Same.
I'll stay quiet and I'll just walk the fuck away. But I'm not walking the fuck away to purposely hurt somebody. I'm walking the fuck
Yes.
away so I don't blow up. So I'll come back and, whether or not it's a few hours, a day, or whatever, we have a decent conversation. That's fine. We grow from it. But in that time, it's like, okay, you got to be able to hold your own and not thinking I'm trying to gut punch you with a cold shoulder,
Yes.
So I can see it for so many scenarios. Like how you said for business, if a business don't call you back, shit, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. I ain't want to work at your regular ass business anyways, bitch.
Yeah.
I hate when you get into an interview and they're like, so why do you want to join this family? Okay, first and foremost, y'all assholes are not a family. Second, fuck you. I just want to pay my bills. I might like this field.
Yeah. You hit him with a Dave Chappelle. I need a job.
Motherfucker, I need a job. I don't know why. I hate when and there's I can give y'all out there a really great response. A really great response to a question like that. Sometimes it's okay to be a little snarky and kind of give back a little bit of pushback. When they ask a question like, why you want to be a part of this family? Answer the question to the best of your ability. Ask them afterwards. So why did you let the last person in that position go, or did they leave, or like what happened? Like, what can I expect not to do to like piss y'all off or to live up to standards? You can kind of word that question how you want to, but that's a great question. I throw out in my interviews whenever I go to interviews. Like, so why is this position open?
You got some balls.
Listen, I'm more surprised at the people that like my response, that really give it to me, and they're like, "Oh, you're on top of shit," and it's like, yes, the fuck I am. So, I like I said, it's something that you can kind of work in there in different ways, whether or not you want to be snarky with it or whether or not you just want to be soft with it. It's entirely up to you. But don't be afraid.
I want you to understand. My first name's Ian, and my last name's Straker. And don't ever get it twisted.
I hate that motherfucking response. Why do you want to join this family? You motherfuckers are not a family. Y'all are like 12 niggas working in this bitch.
I don't understand. Quit. Why do you come talk to
me? Let me know if the last motherfucker y'all didn't want to give him his PTO and he had to leave. Just be honest with me. Let me know how bad it is before I get in this bitch. All right, dog. Tell me about this last story. This last fucking story. Just kind of because we're on the 625. I kind of do have to push it along for the beautiful people out there. I want to thank everybody for coming.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to give y'all your little roses for being here and checking us out. Don't forget to click all of the wonderful links and follow us, and stay a part of the ecosystem here that we call the Different Beat Podcast. But that being said, my dog, tell me about this story about the man in Canada, because this reminds me of another story, but
yeah, this is definitely different. So this guy in Toronto steals a public transportation bus. So instead of stealing the bus, and joyriding it like the wherever, I'm guessing, because the article didn't get too far in depth, but I'm guessing like this was a joke, but he was literally going to each stop and picking up people that needed to be picked up. So how much of this was like, all right, yeah, come on, like I need to get going to like my job, and he stole the bus, or is this guy a little off?
He got to be off. And mind you, there's a bunch of questions along the way that I want to know if you can follow me on this for a second here, because there's some shit I definitely have got to get answered. So first and foremost, these buses are numbered, right? Or like coded in some way that that bus is for this route, right? So how did he know the route, or was he familiar with the bus?
Thank you. Right? Yep, thank you. That's a good point.
So you didn't rode this bus before. So did you steal the bus from the impound, or did you rob the driver while the bus was actively going?
Yeah, this sounds like the second one. He robbed it while it was actively going, or this guy, or the guy who was actually driving it, like whose job it was, probably walked up. I mean, I haven't like been on a bus in I don't know how long, but how much of this was like he put like a not in service, and the guy's like, he got it, and then like he just
see, and that's what I'm thinking. It's like, damn, how do you run that game on them? Do you like act like you got hit by the bus, and when he gets off the bus, it's like, oh, it's a fat driver, so I'm gonna trip that motherfucker and then hop on the bus and take off. Like, where's the game where you like finesse the bus driver? You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, what are we doing here? Like, did you stick up the bus driver and just be like, I got a gun? And it's really, you finger pointing in the jacket, like, because Toronto's cold right now, so it's like, how did you? Like, I have so many questions. And then the people that were already on the bus, was there anybody else on the bus? They see the driver not get back on the bus.
Yeah, no. There had to be people in the back, or was it like the bus had to be empty? That's why I brought the thing with the out of service, because there's no way there's someone sitting in the back of the bus unless they're sleeping or listening to music, and they're like, oh,
it's not the bus driver, and you see it. And
yeah, exactly.
Like, you're not dressed like a bus driver either. That's the other thing that's fucking with me. So it's like, I know you didn't beat the fucking driver up outside the bus, steal his clothes like a fucking secret agent game, and then hop on the bus. Like,
yeah.
And the people on the bus didn't like beat your motherfucking ass. Because if I see that happen and then you start driving the bus and you think I'm gonna just fucking sit there?
Yeah.
And we turn into, what was that fucking Keanu Reeves movie where they driving the bus at like 60 plus? There you go. I'm not,
Speed.
motherfucker. I'm not doing that. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna be the old lady rolling off the bus, bitch. No. So I'm like, where did you really get away with this? And then here's the other thing. So this is the story that is similar to this that I know about. They had a guy that oh gosh, I can't remember if it was a bus specifically for a mental health facility or if it was something else, but someone that was driving the bus. Oh, that's what it was. Driver had fucked up the route, and the driver was supposed to be dropping the people off to I think a old person's home or some shit like that. Picked up random people off the street and then took them to the home. So when these people got off the bus, they were trying to say that, hey, we're just regular people, but they got shuffled into the facility. Basically like, no, y'all can't leave. It was either Alzheimer's patients or mental health patients. Basically some shit that's supposed to be locked down that they shouldn't be like leaving. Yeah, the bus driver was fucking transportation for this shit. You could look it up. You can look it up. This is a story that happened. These people literally.
Where did this happen?
That part I don't know. I'll look it up for you because that shit was wild when I read this story. And the only reason I know the story is because we work in and around mental health. Zimbabwe. What the fuck? Okay. Huh. This is a bus driver in Zimbabwe.
I'm not gonna let it sound like something that would happen in the South.
I'm trying to. Zimbabwe got fucking mental health facilities?
Same exact thing.
God, that took a turn. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
No pun intended.
Yeah, a couple of turns of stop and straight to the mental health facility. I don't know how to respond to that. I'll be honest with you. That took me right off the deep end with that one.
Your face says it all.
Fucking Zimbabwe. Bro, I didn't even hold on. That let me stop being racist. Oh my god. Okay. Well, anyways, if the bus driver doesn't look like the bus driver, ladies and gentlemen, don't get on the bus. From here on out. I don't know about Zimbabwe per se, but I definitely know I don't even know how to fucking respond to that. I'm
Yeah, me either.
Literally at a loss of words. I didn't know Zimbabwe had mental health facilities. I mean, but then again, we were finding shit here in America to be fucking cutting edge when really other places in the world been had it. So let me just
Just stop where you're at.
I feel so out of body with that. I'm conflicted. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like you knew, but I didn't expect that at all. Wow. All right. So that's been a show, dog. How you been?
Great way to end it.
I didn't expect to get caught like that. I'm not saying my pants is down because I don't want to sound like a psych patient. Let me leave these people. Feel like I'm punching below the belt here. Let me leave these people alone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been a wonderful show. I am your host, the Outsider, aka Mr. Lavender, and I'm here with Brady Baby, the one and only. Yeah. We are going to call it a show. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here with us. I want to thank y'all if you've tuned in at any point in time for the later shows, for any of the recast shows. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and all those wonderful things. To my dog here, my co-hosts, do you have any closing words for the wonderful fans out there? Any last sentiments?
Well, I mean, after last week, I don't want to get frozen face again and then get cut off. So, needless to say, I just want to say I love everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in every week.
All right, ladies and gents.
And let's keep the momentum going.
Yeah, thank you all, ladies and gents, for coming out, showing out, and being here with us. It's been beauty. See y'all next week.